Recording in progress. Well, it's a Wednesday. Thank you so much for coming. I don't know what kind of relevance this story has. Oh, I've got to shut my door too in a second. I end up a lot of times in these spaces between sleeping and non-sleeping. And in those spaces, I get a lot of bizarre information that I don't know where it comes from. But anyways, I remember before I came to Los Angeles, I had to work at a gas station. People used to work at gas stations, believe it or not. And I got hired there. It was a very small operation. And it turned out that the manager and the assistant manager were both embezzling from the company. So they made me the manager after they fired them. And I don't know what I was getting into, but I was doing like all the books. And then, so there was just like all day long numbers. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I was trying to figure out how long until I had to get up. And because I was doing so much counting, everything seemed to be like in tens in my mind. But I was looking at the clock and the clock seemed to be like in 12 and 24. And I couldn't figure out how long it was until I need to wake up, because I was between, like I was in the dream state and the not woken up state. And my mind had been so programmed and so hammered by this counting in tens, that I didn't know what time it was. Anyways, we're gonna do, like I said, the no push-ups class. You're welcome to do push-ups. I'll show you where they go if you wanna do them. I'm gonna shut my door so my neighbors don't hear me chatting, and then I'm gonna move back and we're gonna start. Okay, so first thing, once we move back, I don't need glasses for this. We're just going to turn the feet in a little bit and call it cross-legged if you want, however you wish to do that. You don't have to force anything. We're just going to put our hands on the knees and pull the shoulders back, straightening the spine. And we're going to do breathing with movement. So we're going to breathe in, reach the arms up, breathe out, hands down, breathe in, arms all the way up, and breathe out, hands down. And then, at your own rhythm, or you can do it to my rhythm if you like. Breathing in, up, breathing out, hands down. It's nice to release yourself over to someone else's rhythm, which is why I always like drummers, which is why when I do Wim Hof, I do it with one of his videos. I just kind of give myself over to his rhythm, or give yourself over to the drummer's rhythm, because that's the drummer's job. Breathing in, up. Breathing out, down, over and over, up, way up, out, down. Big oxygen in the nose. Not just normal breathing, deliberate, long, deep, strong breath. Up when we stretch the lungs, down when we breathe out. A few more of these, please. We're going to really take our time, or should I say, I'm going to really try to take my time. Sometimes in my need to get straight to the point, I have a tendency to rush things. Good, arms down. Let's just take a moment to feel the action of the arms, to feel the action of all the breath we did. Even when we're not moving, let's continue breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to put the right hand straight out. So be aware whether that shoulder's coming up, because we want to keep them kind of level. And then grab the fingers with the opposite hand. We're just going to pull back for a few breaths here. Good, let's switch. So left hand out, keep that shoulder down, and we grab with the other hand, and then keep breathing, long and deliberate, like in the nose, like we said before. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Much appreciated. I'm glad to be here with all of you. Keep that shoulder down, Daniel. Keep breathing. All right, excellent. Both hands down. We're going to reach the right arm all the way up, and then we're going to bring it down the back. And the left hand is going to grab the right elbow. Head pushes against the arm. Navel pulls to the spine and up. We are looking straight forward, so the head has to push a bit into the arm. We're going to breathe here. If you're super flexible, you can come around the back and intermeet the fingers. Let's keep on breathing. Excellent. Let's switch left hand up and then down the back. Push the head back against the arm and grab the elbow, which the grabbing of the elbow is pulling the opposite direction of the arm. So I'm pulling a little to the right, trying to get the elbow to sit like a point at the top of my head. And again, you're welcome to come around the back if you like. Let's keep breathing. Couple more breaths. Much breathing as you can today. Good. A couple from the Kundalini collection. Hands on the knees, straight spine, long as you can make that spine through the neck to the crown of the head. Have the crown of your head be like a light. And we're going to draw a light circle on the ceiling. One direction here at first. It's supposed to be good for digestion. So much yoga is really focused on being good for the digestion. Keep breathing, keep moving. Good. Let's please go the opposite direction. Always feels weird to me. Keep breathing, keep moving. Good. Back to center. This is like cat-cow, but it's sitting. It's also from the Kundalini collection. We're going to bring the ribs forward, so we're arching the back, looking up. We're arching forward, and then we're arching the back like a cat, looking down at the ground. And I'm going to go sideways so you can see that. But just moving in the spine with the breath. The out breath is on this one when you look down, because we're collapsing the lungs. And then go ahead and keep moving that. And you can do it as simple as you like or as heavy as you like, because nobody knows your body like you do. And like keep that conversation going on with the body, letting it tell you what it's up for today, what works for it. And that conversation can get real deep, but it has to start with the simple, just the physical. So keep moving and keep breathing. Okay, right here, if you wanted to do top of push-up, up dog, and down dog, you're welcome to. The rest of us are going to reverse plank. We're going to put the feet straight out in front of us. We're going to point the toes. The hands are down, but the fingers are pointing forward. We're going to lift the hips and for a moment look at the ceiling. And then back down. Let's bend the right leg because we're going to do dynamic Janasurasana. So the left hand is going to grab the left toes. If you can't get the foot with the legs straight, grab the shin or put a strap around the foot. And then we're going to breathe in, reaching up. I'm going to breathe out and close it all down. And then back up, breathing in and close it all down. And let's just go over and over, please. Out breath on the downward fold. Breathing and taking our time and moving and experiencing the body today. Good. Next time that arm is up, go ahead and stay up. And we're going to look to the reaching hand. We're going to breathe here, same as when we are moving. Good. Let's do the other side of that. So we're going to do right leg out. Right hand's going to grab right toes or the shin. Now going up with the left arm and then all the way down. And then again, moving out breath on the downward fold, taking your time. About 10 more seconds on this. Excellent. Next time you're up, we're going to stay up, looking to the reaching hand. Taking breathing here, same as when we were moving. Deep breathing is a great exercise of the mind. Good. So those of you that want to Vinyasa, go ahead, do the push-up, up dog, and down dog. The rest of us are going to point the toes, fingers pointing towards the feet. We'll lift up for a moment, just reverse plank, just to break the new energy in, and then back down. Let's bring these soles of the feet together. I'm going to do two versions of cobbler. So left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up real tall. You want to be able to have the back flat, pulling these shoulders back. And then we sit up tall, shoulders back, top of the head up. You're welcome to butterfly the legs if you like. We're going to keep breathing right here. I'm going to stay still myself. And we are staring straight forward, breathing in and out through the nose. Just take your time, nice, long, and deliberate. And when you're ready, we're going to forward fold, pushing the elbows against the legs. Try to keep your shoulders back, try to keep your back flat, and we're going to lengthen out, putting the sternum and heart towards the big toes. And it may not get there. Mine doesn't get there. Don't worry about it. We'll just push those legs open. Try to keep that back flat. We're going to keep breathing. Good. We're going to reverse plank again. You're welcome to Vinyasa. The rest of us is going to lift and look at the ceiling for a moment. Good. And back down again. Let's cross the legs again. You can do it real light. You can do it however it suits your needs. We're going to put the hands on the shoulders. The fingers are running down the front. The thumbs are running down the back. The elbows are pointing straight out and away. One side we twist, breath in, other side breath out. And this is where we start talking to the body. Rest the body is one side a little tighter when we go over. If one side is tighter, that is where we will put the out breath. If you feel like you want more than what you're getting out of this, you bring the arms up in goddess. You can also bring them all the way out. Be careful with that, it's a lot of leverage. And we'll continue to put the out breath on the tight side, back and forth. Breath in, breath out. Good. Let's take the right hand and grab the left knee. We're going to put the left hand either right behind us or all the way around, grabbing the shirt, the pocket, the leg, or the foot. I'm keeping mine behind me today. We're going to rotate back through the torso, through the shoulders and the chest, but the head is just going for the right as we look at the wall. Keep breathing like as if you were moving. Good. Let's come all the way over to the other side, please. Left hand grabs the right. Sit up real tall. We're getting tall through the torso and the spine. You can come all the way around, grab the leg if you like. And again, the head's just going for the right, and we're looking at the wall line, or the eye line on the wall. Very nice. Back around the center. You could reverse plank. You could vinyasa. I'm going to reverse plank. Point the toes. Just lift the hips up for a moment. Good. And then we're going to cross the legs and come to hands and knees for the cat and the cow. So I'm going to go back a bit because we're going to do other poses in this. So knees are 2 fists apart. Hips straight line over the knees. Shoulders over wrist, fingers straight forward. We drop the belly, looking up, third eye. We arch the back on the out breath. And we're going to keep moving in the cat and the cow. You can go slow, you can go quick, it's up to you. Go back to center, look over the right shoulder, see the tail. Then over the left shoulder, see the tail. And then push yourself up to being on your knees. So I'm going to be on my toes. You could put the feet flat if you feel like you're a little flexible in the back, but I'm going to stay on the toes. We're going to take the thumbs and put them in the back, bringing the elbows a bit together. And we're going to look at the ceiling. This might be all you want to do, and it's great just to do this looking at the ceiling. You can tighten the legs a little bit and put the hands on the heels if you like. Staying here, lift your heart to the ceiling. You could just stay with the thumbs on the back, and we're going to take several more breaths here in whichever version of camel you're choosing to do tonight. Good. And I can't do camel without doing cat-cow on either side, so we're doing more cat-cow. I find in my back it's really tense if I don't clean up that pose with cat-cow at the beginning and the end. So let's do some more of this cat-cow. Good, back to center. Look over the right shoulder to see the tail. And then over to the other side, please. Good, so push yourself up to standing. We will be standing as if we are standing at the top of the mat, which I'm going to represent for us right here. From standing at the top of the mat, we're going to keep the right foot at the top. We're going to step the left foot back to warrior two today. So we're going to set up warrior two with the right foot in the front, the knee over the ankle. Back foot is like 90 degrees. The hip is opening. In fact, you could for a moment put the right hand on the right knee and pull that left hip back, grabbing a hold of the hip bone a little bit there. Then we're going to reach the arms all the way up. And we're going to look at the right hand and we're going to breathe here. Core is engaged, the shoulders are light, just a moment longer. Let's straighten this right leg. We're going to turn the right toes into 45 and the left toes straight out the back. And the left knee now is going to come out over the ankle. You can put the left hand on the knee so it doesn't move and pull that right hip back if you like. It's a nice way to try to get warrior two to open some more. And then arms up again, looking at the left hand in front of you. Tight core, light shoulders. We're going to breathe here. Good. Straighten this left leg. Let's pivot again. Left toes to 45, right toes out. We're going to do triangle by reaching that right arm out a bit. And then right hand on the shin, maybe, or palms facing out and away so you're not tempted to push on the leg. We reach the left arm up. If possible, we look to the reaching hand, or we look down to the foot. We're going to breathe here. Someday, if you ever get a chance, try to do yoga without the mat. It's a real different experience. The old school yogis did yoga on what was they call a Mysore rug these days. It's not sticky. You got to really keep those feet gripping down. It's a little rougher. Keep on breathing. Good. Back up. We're going to pivot again. So turn the right foot to 45, left foot straight out. We're going to reach out over that left foot and left hand down, right arm up. Be resting on the shin. It can be palms facing out in the way. You want to get stacked. The reaching hand over the shoulder, over the other shoulder, over the leg. Flat. We're going to breathe here. Deep breathing, make that the whole practice. Just continuing the deep breath. Good, back up. We're going to pivot again to warrior two again. Left foot into 45, right foot out. Knee over the ankle, arms out just for a moment. And we're going to convert warrior two into extended side angle. We're going to take the center of the right forearm on that leg. Left arm up and over. You can stay here. You can put the right hand on the ground. We're going to breathe. If the arm is on the leg, look up along the elbow to the ceiling. If the right hand goes on the ground, look a little forward to the reaching hand. Long, deep, deliberate breath. Good. Back up. We'll have to straighten the right leg. We pivot again. Right toes in, left toes out. We're going to hit warrior two for a second now on the other side. And left forearm on the leg. Right arm up and over. Stay here, or you can put the left hand down. Again, the visual is if you stay with the arm on the leg to the ceiling along the elbow armpit. If the left hand goes down, slightly forward looking to the reaching hand. Big breathing in the nose. It's everything, the deep breathing. Good. Back up. We're going to do horse. So the toes are slightly splayed. The knees are opening up. Put the hands on the knees tonight, just for a moment. Let them be a little bit heavy. Then we're going to rotate the right shoulder forward. And then the opposite shoulder forward. And then just a little bit of that back and forth. Tonight we push the walls out, pulling the fingers back, and we're going to stay right here for a few breaths of horse. Sun goddess, the arms are different, but it's very similar. Good. Straighten the legs. Turn the feet now so they run straight forward, like railroad tracks at the outside edges of your mat. We're going to reach straight up, breathing in. And on the out breath, straight down. Hands, fingertips maybe, just on the line that the big toes have created. If you're getting more flexible, you can bring the palms down, lengthen the head, the top of the head down, and let's just breathe deep here. Good, let's come back up. We're going to reach out to the ends of the fingers, and then behind the back, we're going to intertwine, pushing the palms together if you want to release tension in the upper back. With the palms together, it'll seem like you're not going as deep into the pose, but it's way better for the upper back, so don't worry about depth. Palms apart is fine too. Let's come up and over, forward folding, light as possible in the toes. Lift the toes if you like, and then put them down super light. We breathe here. Good, back up. Let's touch the ceiling. And then back down, we're gonna grab shins, ankles, or big toes with the peace fingers. You get the big toes, pull the elbows away from the ears. We're gonna stay here breathing. Take your time. I was gonna say Spectrum just flashed a thing on my screen saying service is a little slow, so sorry if there was an interruption. Blame Spectrum. Good, stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through for a moment. And then over, please, to the other side, right shoulder under and through for a moment. All right, let's stand and we can step the feet out. I'm gonna come a little bit closer. We're gonna stand on the left foot. We're doing tree. We're gonna grab the right ankle and maybe hold it right there. If it locks, great, you can leave it there. You could also, if you prefer, put it out in front. Your visual is looking at something out in front of you, maybe on the floor, tight core, eyes are open, hands to the heart, or all the way up if you like. We're gonna breathe here. Long time today in tree. We don't always take a long time in tree, just keep breathing. A little bit longer. This foot out in front deal It's a different feeling on the hip if you ever want to try it someday. All right, excellent. Let that out, step it out if you like. And then we're going to stand on the right foot, left up. Deep breathing, please. Hands to the heart the whole time, or out in the front with the leg. All breathing is in the nose, tongue to the roof of the mouth if you're a jaw clencher. Very nice. Let that down. We're going to squat. Feet are going to be about the distance of the hips. Toes can be slightly splayed. If the feet can be flat, great. We'll come down, elbows and the knees. If they can't be, it's okay to be up on the balls. We're going to lengthen up the back, pushing the hands together, opening up the knees further. We're going to breathe here. If you haven't done this your whole life, you may have to be on the balls. The feet may be difficult. My family when we worked in the garden, we were like this when my father tried to teach me how to change the brakes on a 71 Oldsmobile. We squatted like this. So got a long history of it. It's pretty natural. Let's keep breathing. All right. Let's come to hands and knees. Knees 2 fists apart. We're going to start with the simple one. We're going to do a bunch out here. We're going to turn the right hand in to face the left. We're going to feed the left arm through, laying on the shoulder. I like to push the right hand against the mat, twisting further back. If you prefer, you can come around the back, grabbing the leg, getting it into the shoulder. Let's breathe here. Good, back up. We're going to switch it. Left hand in the 45. Feeding the right arm through, down on the shoulder. And again, you can push on the mat with the left hand or around the back. Good. Back to center. Let's point the right foot straight back and the left hand straight forward. We'll breathe here. Now I'm looking forward, but I don't normally do that in this pose. I was looking at the screen. I look at the mat. You can have handshake out or palm down. We're going to breathe here. You could stay just like this if you prefer. You can grab the foot or the ankle, arching, and then we look up, third eye. Very nice. Put that all down. Let's do the other side. Left foot reaching back, right hand forward. It's either hello handshake or palm down. I'm looking at the mat. We're going to breathe here. Those of you that like, can grab the foot, arching up in the body, looking up third eye. All breath, all the time. Excellent. Put that down. We're going to step the right foot forward, keeping the left knee on the mat. You can scoot that foot a little more forward if you like. And we're going to reach all the way up like a big funnel. We're going to breathe here. Deep breathing in the nose. Super simple, but kind of sometimes hard to do. We're going to take the left elbow and bring it outside of the right leg. Hands in prayer pulling towards the chest, which are the fingers to the face. Most of us will just stay here. Those of you that like can roll onto the ball of the left foot. You can even open the arms up. I'm going to look at the foot. You could look to the ceiling where the right elbow is pointing, or if the arms are out where the right hand is pointing. Keep breathing. All right, hands down, step the knee back. Let's do the other side. And step the left foot top of the mat. And you can scoot a little more further forward if you like. Then arms up in the big funnel. We breathe here. This foot forward and the knee back. I'm getting a nice bit of stretch on my the top of my right leg, this area, quad area. And let's twist it. Right elbow outside of left leg. The knee is right over the ankle. Hands in prayer pulling in. Turn the fingers to the face. I'm going to stay here breathing. You could come up on the ball of the right foot if you like. Great. Back to hands and knees. We're stepping our right foot top of the mat again. And then you can put it out there a bit again. And this time the hands are coming straight up. And we're going to again take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, right down on the inside. Right hand right inside. Let me go back in case someone needs a seat. Right inside the foot. Left hand under the shoulder. Leg pulling against the shoulder and the ribs. You could walk the hands forward. Maybe someday the elbows will go down. You can be in between if you like. We're going to breathe here looking at the mat. Good. Let's step that leg back and step the left foot forward. And again, straight up with the arms. Breathe here. Right, and when they're ready, down again on the inside. Keep the leg kind of pulling against, again, the shoulder and the side. And if you want to walk the hands forward to your elbows are down, excellent. We're going to breathe. Very nice. Let's sit down. We're going to do our core work, but we're going to do it a little differently today. So we're going to start with the difference. So the legs are bent, the heels on the mat here. And we're going to do twists in between each one of them instead of the normal thing that we do. So we're going to take the left elbow outside of the right leg, right hand behind you. Pull the shoulder back and look back. Good. Then we're going to come all the way over to the other side. Right elbow outside of left, pull the shoulder back. Back to center, roll back on the tail. See if it's feasible to let go. Pull the shoulders back. You could straighten the legs. You could bring hands in front third out of the toes. This is 1 of 5. We're looking at the toes, breathing in the nose, keeping the shoulders back. Good. Heels down. Left elbow outside of right leg, shoulder back. Over to the other side, please. Back up for number 2 of 5. Keep breathing, looking at the toes. Good, straighten the legs, just keep those shoulders back. Good, heels down, we twist. One side, other side. Back up, number 3, shoulders back, breathing, looking at the feet. Good, heels down, we twist, one side, other side. Back up, this is number 4 of 5. Good, heels down, we twist one more time. One side, other side. Back up for number 5, last one, here we go. All breath. Excellent. Hug the knees in on this one and go ahead and lie back. Once lying back, see if you can get the forearms up on the shins. Bring the nose up. We're going to pull down. As you pull down, you'll feel your hips coming off the ground a bit. So we're stretching the lower back, some pulling on here. Good. Both feet down for a moment. We're going to thread the needle. So we're going to lift the right leg up, and we're going to put the right ankle just down the inside of the left leg. We're going to take the right hand and feed it through the legs, grabbing either the shin or the underside of the leg. Other hand feeds from the outside. Flex the feet, which means bring the toes towards the, especially the big toe towards the shins. Lay back as best you can. We're going to breathe here. Good, let's do the other side. So we unwrap it all. Left leg up, down on the inside. Left hand beats through, grabbing the shin or the other side of the leg. We lay back, we flex the feet, we breathe, we look at the ceiling. Great, unwrap that. Feet down, feet on knees, 2 fists apart, longest finger almost touches the heel. We're going to do bridge. You are welcome to do our Dhanurasana. But from bridge, we're lifting the hips, we're tucking the shoulders, intertwining the fingers, pushing the arms on the mat, lifting the hips up and staying here and breathe. Stay here, keep on breathing. Good, come on down. If you have your strap or your belt or a towel or a t-shirt, so many different things we can use. We don't have to buy anything. We're going to do left on left, but we're going to lay down so you'll be able to see better once I lay down. But left foot has the strap, left hand is holding it, but the left arm is straight. So get up as high as you can, but with the shoulder down. We're going to stay here. Head is down too. Let's breathe here. Left on left. The right hand can be on the right leg holding it down. It will move when we move the next part of this pose. Let's stay here and breathe. Great, let that leg fall out to the left. Try to keep the right hip down. Reach out to the right and look to the right. And let's come back up. We're going to switch hands, but the same leg. So right hand grabs the left foot or strap. Let that leg fall all the way over to the right side. The hip will come up. Left arm reaches out and try to look to the left. And you don't need the strap, so we're going to come back to center, both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee. Do your best to hold the right leg down on the ground. Great, let that down. Well, we're going to do right on right, so right foot up. You're going to choke up on the whatever you're holding. And we're going to stay here. So trying to keep the right shoulder down and the right arm straight. Excellent. Let that leg fall out to the right as you look to the left. Good, back up, switch hands on the strap, and then all the way over to the opposite side as we reach and look to the right. Good, again, back up to center. Just hands up the back of the leg towards the heel, nose towards the knee. We'll stay here. Good, let that down. This is my favorite. I haven't done this in a long time. If you want to do plow and shoulder stand, you're welcome to. Otherwise, either go to a wall, or if you want to put your feet up on a couch, I'm going to go way back to the wall, and we're going to put our legs up the wall with the head and shoulders down and the arms out. You want to scoot your rear end kind of close to the wall. Then all the way up and arms out, and then just let it be. And we're going to breathe here for a while. All right, you can roll yourself off the wall. You could stay on the wall for a long time. It's a great pose to stay for a long time. The rest of us are going to take a meditation, but laying down. I'm sitting just so I can communicate to you. Once laying down, get yourself comfortable, and we're going to do a 5-minute body awareness meditation. It's a breath awareness meditation, but laying down. Let the breath return to normal and put the hands on your belly. When the hands on your belly, you want the longest finger to touch on the out breath, and then when the body naturally breathes in, the longest finger comes apart. And then just lay and feel the movement of the hands. I mean, it's physical, you can't miss it. So we can really become aware of the body breathing itself right here. And we're going to continue to be aware of that for 5 minutes. It's the meditation right here. can stay laying down, but let's take the hands off the stomach and move the fingers a little bit, maybe the toes. I'm going to reach the hands over the top of the head, lengthening long as you can, fingers to toes. We're going to pull the core down, tightening, pushing the lower back against the spine and the floor. Stay holding that length, stay holding the core down. Good, and then bring your knees into your chest and roll yourself up to a seated position. If you like, you can stay laying down. No one will know about you, and it's awesome anyway to stay laying down. But once sitting, I'm going to bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together, making great fire. And then like a big funnel, receiving all the pizza of the universe, we're going to breathe into the nose as much as we can get. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. We're going to breathe in more. Hold tight core, tight legs, tight floor. And then let it all out. Ah. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. All right. I enjoy that class. I like when we do it once in a while. Thank you so much for coming out. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal to do donations there. The last 4 digits of the phone number are 5118 because Venmo might ask you for that. And